Hello, hello, hello. We are talking about it again today. I know you guys probably are tired of talking about Ozempic or Wegovy, the weight loss medicine that is just taking over the country right now. But we still need to talk about it because I was reading an article and it talked about budget Ozempic, and that really piqued my interest. And I was like, what in the world? So, the reason why this is happening is because it is probably difficult for you to get your hands on Ozempic, right? You have probably tried to get it through your insurance. The insurance said, nope, not doing it. You are probably trying to get it through the pharmacy, and the pharmacy said, we are out of stock. Because of that, people are like, I need to figure out a way to still continue with my weight loss journey, right? Sounds familiar because we are still in January. This is our last day of January, but how many of you are still going to the gym, doing all the things? Listen, do not hang up on me because I know you're probably thinking, hey, wait a minute. Because I know it's difficult trying to get into the things, do the things. It is what it is. But a lot of you are still trying to do the weight loss journey. You are using that to help you, or you want to figure out what you can use to help you on that journey. And I came across the budget Ozempic. So we are going to talk about it because I want to make sure that you guys are safe out there. We're going to talk about 5 over the counter alternatives that are being used, and we're going to talk about whether or not you should use them. If this is your first time, thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have been joining and been doing this for a while, thank you for continuing to follow along. Either way, make sure that you share, get this out there because a lot of people are trying to figure out what to do, how to do, and we want to make sure that they are safe. So sharing is caring. Also, turn on your notification bell, subscribe, all of that because you don't want to miss out. I am Dr. Ashley Booth. I am a board certified family medicine physician, and I provide practical health tips that you can use in your everyday life because what I understand is that your life affects your health. Now, let's get into these 5 over the counter budget Ozempic alternatives. And like I said, if you are not familiar, Ozempic is that weight loss medicine. It is giving people up to 15% body weight loss. 15% of your body weight, you're losing it. And that is like incredible because we haven't had too many other medicines that can come close to that. The issue is, and why I wanted to bring up these alternatives is because people are trying to find other ways to get around it because that medicine can be expensive or it can be very difficult to obtain because it has been out of stock several different places. I'm also finding out that our teenagers are starting to get involved with this. So if you are a parent, I want you to listen up, especially of a teen or preteen. They are talking about losing weight and body image and all of these things that we probably didn't think they should be considering, but they are. And so now they are also trying to figure out an over the counter way to be able to get their weight down. So let's talk about it. One of the first ones, one of the ones that we all know about, diet pills. We have our random over the counter diet pills. And I say diet pills because that's the section that you're going to find them in. And those diet pills usually they're going to contain some vitamins or supplements, such as like B12, but they can also contain caffeine. And what it's going to do is going to give you that energy and that boost that you need. It's going to increase your metabolism. Those cells are going to start doing the things, working off the fat, all of that, right? But some of the side effects that you have to be aware of is it can increase your heart rate. When it increases your heart rate, you can feel like you have palpitations. I had some people to come in and tell me my heart feels like it's fluttering and stuff like that. Then we go into what they're taking and say, oh, it's just a supplement. But just because it's a supplement doesn't mean that it can't cause any issues. So you want to make sure you look and see what's in there. Are there vitamins, supplements, caffeine, any of that? Because it can cause those issues. And it can also make you feel jittery, feel like you're on edge. So that's the thing to be aware of with the diet pills. The other thing with the caffeine, we want to make sure that it's not too much because if we are continuing to ingest too much caffeine, again, that can get to our heart, cause our heart to overwork and cause some issues. So you want to be aware of that. The second one are diuretics, and there are some over-the-counter water pills. So they will even say on the bottle, water pill. And what you want to look out for those is that they can go ahead and increase you having to pee. So increase urination. You're going to pee more frequently, and you're going to lose some water weight. But water weight is not sustainable. It's like a one-time thing, and then that weight is going to come back. But it is going to help you lose like a couple of pounds that maybe some people say, oh, I just want to get into a dress or whatever. You don't want to do these long term, because when you increase urination, the other thing that you're going to do is increase dehydration. Our body needs water in order to do all the things. The earth is pretty much made of, uh, mainly of water. And then we have all these extra things. The body is the same way. We need that water to be able to move things in and out of the body. We eat something, we need to be able to process it, get it through our gut, get it through our kidneys, get the impurities out. That's the whole point of it. So, if you are dehydrated, those things can't move through like they need to, and then your kidneys are not going to be happy. So, you can have some damage to your kidneys and some kidney issues. So, you don't want to use them long term. So, you want to be cautious of that. So, we had the first thing was our diet pills. The second was our diuretics or our water pills. The third thing are good old fashioned laxatives. Some people are now going back to taking laxatives. Basically, you just poop. So you just poop it out and you lose weight that way. Problem is, long term, this can cause what we call electrolyte imbalances. So your sodium, your potassium, and all these different electrolytes that you have in your body, the things that you like, you drink Gatorade and stuff like that, those things, those minerals and stuff are not staying where they need to. You're pooping too much out of it, and it can start to cause some problems. It can cause you to have some stomach issues. With mainly, I say stomach, but I'm mainly talking about like colon, so your GI system, and it can damage your colon. It can also, one of the biggest things you want to be aware of, especially using it long term, and I've had some people to do this, it can cause what we say dependence. So basically, your body depends on this laxative to go. So instead of you going to the bathroom naturally and having a bowel movement, your body now relies on this laxative to stimulate it to go. So you don't want to get into this cycle of you need something to help it go. Okay. So laxatives. And then our fourth one is what they call psyllium husk. So psyllium husk is things like in those powders that you mix up in your drinks. It's like your Metamucils and stuff. Essentially, it is like fiber. It is just increasing your amount of fiber. And what that is going to do is cause some of that gassiness, some bloating. That's what it's really going to do. There have been some studies that says that it can also, one of the reasons why people do it is because it can help you feel full, especially if you drink it before a meal. That fiber sits in your stomach a little bit longer. So then that makes you feel full. And then you feel like, oh, okay, I'm good. So that's one of the reasons why people go to that, the psyllium husk, because of the fiber. But you can take it. I mean, it's okay, but you just got to know that you're probably going to be rooting and tooting. So you're going to have some gas and some bloating with it. So that's our fourth one, our psyllium husk. And our fifth one is berberine. Everybody and their mom now is talking about berberine, berberine this, berberine that. This is our new weight loss thing. It is our new miracle thing. Berberine is all over the place, and it feels like it is like a miracle something. I don't know what happened, but this supplement came out, and it is saying that it can do everything. It really does sound like it could be a miracle thing, because when you see all the things that people are using it for, it says anxiety, depression, weight loss. What else do people say? Oh, it's an antioxidant. It's an anti-inflammatory. It can decrease your blood sugar. It can help with diabetes. It can help with blood pressure. Like, I was like, this is like a magic pill, right? So berberine is one of those. It is a supplement. It has been, a lot of people are using it for a lot of different things. You have to understand though, because it is a supplement, it is not FDA approved or regulated, which means that we don't always know what is in it. So a berberine from this store versus a berberine over on this other store may not have the same amount of medication in it, or amount of berberine and supplement in it. So you have to be cautious about like where you're getting it from, the amount that you are going to have to take. So listen to this. It says that you're going to have to take 500 milligrams 3 times a day, and the average amount of weight loss is 5 pounds. That's total. That is not like 5 pounds a month. It's like 5 pounds total. So that is like 3 to 4% body weight loss. And remember, I said that with Ozempic, theirs is getting up to 15%. So we do berberine that is giving us about 3 to 5%, maybe, depending on what's in it and the quality and the quantity. You have to think about that versus 15% of something that is FDA approved and has been shown to do what it's supposed to do. So berberine, you have to be careful with it. And although it says that it can do all of these different things, some of the things I want to caution you about is the medications that you are taking. It can interact with it, especially metformin. It can make your metformin less effective. So if you're like, oh, I have diabetes and I want to get my sugar down, I'm already on metformin. Let me take something else natural that can help. This one is actually going to make your metformin less effective. So you have to be careful with that. The other thing is it can cause some GI upset. It can cause some nausea, some the upset stomach, diarrhea, constipation, all of those different things it can cause in your GI system. So you have to be careful with that. So understand that although berberine may seem like the answer, it's easily accessible. It is a supplement. It is considered natural. There are some things to consider, just like I said, those side effects, those interactions with other medicines, and to know that the most that you're going to get from it is about 5 pounds total. And don't think, oh, if I increase it, maybe I would lose more. That's not how it works. It's just like if you say that you bake a cake on 350 and now you say, well, maybe if I cook it on 400 or 450, it's going to speed up the process. You're just going to have a burnt wet cake. That's what's going to happen, because it's not going to be fully done, but it's just going to be burnt on the other side, right? So we don't want to do that. But so be careful and be cautious of it. The reason why I brought this up, because I know that these are some things that are easily accessible. And once one person starts to talk about it, and I saw this article bring it up, that means that a lot of people are starting to consider it and going back to some things that we weren't thinking about. But just be careful. So those 5 things I talked about are your diet pills, your diuretics, laxatives, psyllium husk, and your berberine. Okay. So before you start thinking about taking any of those and you say, oh, I think I want to lose weight, or oh, I want to try it and it seems like it may be okay, you want to get in touch with your doctor. You know, I'm going to have to say it. You know, I was going to say it, right? You want to make sure that you partner with your doctor and talk about it and say, this is what I'm considering. This is what I think I want to do. Is it safe? Whether you're taking another medication or not, you still want to talk to them about it, because they can start discussing long-term effects. Okay, are you trying to take this diuretic every day? Are you just trying to take it for a couple of days to lose a little water weight so you can get into your cute gown? Like, what is the purpose of this? But that is the importance of partnering with your primary care doctor so that they can tell you yay or nay, or just give you a little bit more guidance on what to think about with some of these things. If you are still looking for a primary care doctor, we are still accepting new patients. So you can look us up. We are in the Savannah and surrounding area, and we are licensed for Georgia and South Carolina. If you are not in those areas, that is perfectly fine. We appreciate you guys and the support of still watching and telling other people about us and keeping up and letting us know that the content that you want to see and all of that. So we definitely appreciate the support on that end. So we just want for you guys to be safe, and we are wishing you much, much healing. But until next time, I will see you soon, and take care, and know that this may not be the last time that we talk about Ozempic. All right, take care.